Hi, everybody. This is Allison from AllyKat Creations. How are you? Please hit that like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have yet to do so. And if you get anything from my work at Connect on Epiphany, a Mind Explosion, a new book to read, a new author to explore, I'm proud of this one, artwork to create, please consider supporting my work. All the links will be at the bottom of the description. AllyKatCreations211.com is I can't put this up because I want it. Where you can find patriotic skulls, paintings, lots of pyramids. I had to put a cardboard box behind my stuff so you could see it without the chair being right there. Fun times. So you can see all the fun stuff that I do on my website. And I updated it. It's not fully updated, but I did get stuff on there. And lastly, channel memberships. Friday the 30th will be the raffle. If I could get more pumped out, I might do a patriotic skull or a heart. I'm working on it, guys. So we'll see what happens, but the next raffle will be the 30th, and I will put some pictures up ASAP because that's in 10 days. Holy crap. Hi. So channel memberships, you can also get channel member only content. I do oracle readings for the collective because why not? Because we need to know the energies, what's going on. Hi, Scott. Hi, El Senray. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Ashmaya. What's up, guys? Thank you for joining. I'm tired. Anybody not get sleep last night? Because I totally did not get sleep last night. I needed that. Coffee is my winter chicken dinner tonight. Um, I don't know what I want to craft, by the way. I have a conundrum. I might paint. We'll see. I have a couple of things I want to possibly tackle today. That's all right there. Chicken! So I had a really nice outfit on this morning. Really nice. I woke up on like the wrong side of the quantum leap, or the universe was testing me. One way or another. I did not wake up a happy camper. I just did not get much sleep. We had thunderstorms last night and a lot of like noise outside. So that kept me up. And then when I woke up and had my coffee, just about before, like minutes before I left, I wanted to take one more swig of coffee all over my white shirt. And then Miss M sent me some goodies, and another white shirt today got messed up at work. I can't win. And it's raining profusely here. I'm not happy camper. Oh gosh. I tried melatonin a few times. It does not, I don't know what. It doesn't work for me. I've tried it. I did over the weekend, I did about 5 hours. Saturday, I did 5 hours in the yard. So I dismantled the gazebo. I had to get my drill and I took all the screws out for the most part, with the ones that wanted to come out. So that's dismantled. I have to figure out where to dispose of that. I don't know. Um, one of my raised garden beds that was wood collapsed completely. So I have to figure out like where to get wood for free or cheap to fix it. Um, I like having things in the bed. so that when I like the suffocating weeds doesn't get to. I got lettuce going. I planted lettuce last year and now it's coming up. I don't understand it. I'm happy. Um, and I'm glad it's raining, but it is cold here. Cold. When I say my heat had to go back on last night because it was in the 40s. Freezing. I don't even know if it went back on. So yeah, so I had to change when I got home because my nice, lovely, I had a feather from M, white shirt with black feathers. It is a nice shirt. Got watercolor on it from the kids. Makes me sad. So I had to change my shirt, and then I got super chilly down here, and I had to put on my hoodie jacket thingy. Oh, so the last few days, because I'm not gonna lie, um, today was like not a bad day. It was a lot of kids, a lot of stress in terms of like just get time management with kids, right? That always happens. And I'm just in a funk. I'm in a funk. I will show you the Schumann resonance in a little bit. Um, I've been listening to Brian Scott the last few nights. He did a guided meditation the other day on like shifting your reality kind of thing. I'm also dealing with allergies, which is a perpetual thing around here. I usually don't do that on film, but I don't care. Um, I've been listening to him every night with 8 hour sleep guided meditations that if you wear headphones, like you hear one side of affirmations to the other, like trying to reprogram my subconscious because I don't know where this block is. Obviously, it's subconscious. It isn't to be known. I have applied for several jobs, and during the year I did it as well. But now it's like I have 7 days left to work. So I have this week and next week. I think I end work the May 30th. Internally, I have a backup plan. I do have plans if things on the work front fall through. Every tarot oracle thing is like, oh, an opportunity is gonna open up for itself. I don't know where it is. Divine timing. I usually things happen 11th hour, but like that doesn't make me feel any better when it's like my life at a whole in the standstill right now. I don't know. I need a summer job. I do have a job going back as a para. That doesn't change. It just doesn't make enough money. I'm looking into some side hustles, creating some stuff. I just have to learn how to use the AI thing. And not because I what I want to do is it has to incorporate it somehow to clean things up. But I have a lot of drawing I have to get done if I do that route. So I've been trying to shift my energy. What the hell was that? I don't know if you guys heard that. This is like a perpetual thing since that storm. Sorry, my window is like right there. Something booped my window. And they're old windows. Like I think the original glass. So sorry. Um, there are some things I'm pondering. If I can't get a physical job, but this is like go time, and I am not hearing back from people, and it's really irritating my butt. Um, I don't like it. I'm acting as if everything is fine. Internally, I'm screaming out. I'm trying not to complain, but I'm at my wit's end at what to do, where my direction is, what I need to be doing in life, because I'm done. Everything that I have done up to this point in my life has never made me 3D abundance. It just doesn't. So I don't know what to do. And every fucking facet of this goddamn shit show is needing a stupid piece of paper, more pieces of paper. I have a piece of paper right there. I need 1,000 more pieces of paper in order to get something that pays significantly not as much. So I don't know what to do with myself. I'm very like frustrated. But I've been listening to Brian Scott at night. I've been trying to listen to his activations, just to just reprogram the subconscious. Because I know I'm worthy of so much more, and it's just figuring out what it's going to take for me to get to that point. Hi, Buckshot. I mean, I work best when I'm in my chaos. When I'm at my lowest of my low, I create shit like this. I don't like I did with Easter with the bunny and the ducky. I don't paint like that. I don't necessarily paint like this, but this thing is blowing me away. And I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, but I'm proud of myself. I mean, because you see my other duds. Hi, Robbie. You know, Robbie, this is really hysterical. My principal today gave like during the week. It only started yesterday. The word of the week is perseverance. And the metalcore, what do you call that? Hatebreed does a song called Perseverance, and it's like a hardcore. There you go. It's a hardcore song. I love that song. Um, that's been the theme of my week too. I'm just trying to persevere. I like to persevere, and I'm trying to persevere. It's just we're getting at to the end of my last paycheck is incoming, and that's it for now. And then I pick up back up August 20th, I want to say 14th or the 20th. So that's a whiles away. I gotta find a job. I've been applying and applying and applying, and obviously you have to wait to get some answers, but I've been applying to things all year round for part-time work and nothing. So I don't know what I am not doing right on the resume. I mean, obviously I got hired with the resume that I gave to the school system with all my experience. I don't know if no one wants education, if they want an enslaved bot. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not lowering my standards to do websites and things that are filthy to the humans. I'm not doing that. So I don't know what to do. I'm putting myself out there again. I'm filling out applications. I just don't understand their retail. Michael's I'm gonna put in I'm rewriting some aspects of like I have so many things on my resume. So like for the art resume stuff, I throw more art facts and stuff that will like Hobby Lobby and Michael's. You're looking for an event person to do birthday parties. Like I would love to do that. So I am applying for that. I just have to like fine tune my resume to get that landed better instead of all the education. Not that education wouldn't do anything, but they don't need to know that I know how to do diabetic training and that I had kids with cancer. I just need them to know that this is where I've worked and here's my experience. But in terms of here's my website and here's my artwork and here's what I do, like that's more of where I need to be. Doesn't pay that much, but I just need something for now. Because YouTube ain't making it either. Spirit just landed me what I'm gonna do today. The luck of the Irish. And I got green buttons. So we're gonna do some buttons. I also got glue sticks somewhere. They've spilled on the floor. Fun. Fun. So the problem around here um is that everybody else around here is semi-broke. What I was thinking about doing, it's just a pondering. Um Painting parties are great, but there are places that have those paint and zips already that exists. Um, the painting parties in this area would not fly. And mm, let me just explain the hesitancy because I pet sitted in New York. I don't like to do this. I don't like to say this. I'm the wrong color. I said it. And I'm being as honest as I could possibly be without trying to be disrespectful because I love everybody and I don't have any problems with anybody. Obviously, I work in a school that's very extremely mixed. Um, but I'm the wrong color. Also, I'm not in the safest of areas. And my car is not as reliable as I would like it to be. To go down a little further south where it's a little safer if we get the wink wink nod nod. I'm not afraid of anybody up here. I'm not disillusioned either. We still live in polarity, we still live in 3D, and I I am trying to connect with one girl that I work with who does podcasts and see if I can get on her husband's radio show. He has like a whole Hoosier radio, and just see where people are with the white girl thing, because I'm a minority around here. And that there is a lot of racism against the white man, believe it or not, up here. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that, because I don't like to generalize. I don't like to point fingers. I don't, but I'm being realistic in the 3D sense. I'm not, I'm just the wrong color. There was a vending event that I did not get in. The library event told me go fuck off. Not really. They're really nice people, but didn't get that opportunity this year. Some other vending events I applied to also did not fall out the way I wanted it to. So like I'm saying, it's not that I am not going out and trying. I'm doing a lot. I'm exhausted. I'm going out there and doing what I need to do, but then the universe might be steering me in the other direction. I don't know what direction it is, and it's getting really frustrating because I have 10 days and then I have to figure it out. And I've been having to figure it out. This is not I don't like the 11th hour nonsense. I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to do a background. Yeah. The animals, the only concern I have is bigger dogs. And I like dogs, don't get me wrong, but big dogs, mm. Yeah, this comes out. Oh, it's watery. I have to do layers. All right. I'm gonna reach out to the cat cafe as well. I haven't been there since Odin's death, and see if there's anything there, or if they know somebody that does animal rescuing. Like, I don't mind doing stuff like that. Um, I just don't know. It's like getting me really upset that I've always come so far and then I fall short. And it's not to say that I'm not worthy, and I'm not thinking that I am. I'm walking as if I have a job that I'm worthy of. I am walking in the world and talking to myself positively all the time that I am worthy and that things are going to happen for me and work out for me. And every year, just it's just very disheartening and discouraging. And I don't want to go into a situation where maybe I might have the art teaching job, they just can't give it to me yet, or an opportunity does open up, but I can't secure that schooling until I have some more financial backing. I don't have, I have to show that I can pay the loan back, so I don't get hit with high interest, because I had to finance going back to a school and getting, paying for it. And unfortunately, it is so annoying, Elson, right? I'm over that. Like I was saying, I was listening to the Brian Scott activations and getting rid of your debt. I mean, and it's not because I squander my money anywhere. It's because I needed to start my new life. And I was living off of my credit cards, literally. Living just barely. You know, it's really frustrating for me. Like I listened to the last two nights, barely able to sleep, but I like to meditate also before I go to sleep. And sometimes when I put Brian Scott stuff on, like sometimes I am like in it to win it. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing shit. And then other times I fall out in the sleep and it's supposed to help you subconsciously anyway. All right, we'll let this bib dry. It's sad because I want to be an art teacher and I have my heart set on that, and that's the feeling that I am emoting in the quantum physics sense. Um, it's not it's when you put action into motion to have a cause and effect, you also have to feel it. Like just doing something at a nuance isn't going to get you anywhere in this world. Yeah, it'll get you like short-term satisfaction, but you need to be able to feel into your frequency. And when that position opened up and I found out about it, and I was doing a lot of research on to like how to become an art teacher in Indiana, like my heart and soul was in it to win it. And I don't waste money. And I went out and got a textbook and the practice tests and went out and studied my face off. And I'm still going to take the test, but I have to have that stupid piece of paper. And it really blows my mind away that I'm still not hearing anything from 47 or the Linda McMahon that there was going to be easier ways to achieving these things or free or low cost. The thing I wrote to my principal was if you have the money and the finances and the people that can back you up, you thrive in this world. When you have nothing and nobody to help back you up, and it's a big gamble, and I wouldn't even want anybody to like co-sign along with me right now. But at the same time, should I even have to? That's the point. You know, it's I was discussing something with another teacher today. She's not the happiest at where she's at in the school. She's in another program in my school. It's not necessarily run by my community. It's run like federally. And she was explaining to me how frustrated she is because she has a lot of kids that would be better suited for my program in the school, and yet they have like failed to do anything to get these kids any help, and they have a lot of limitations on what they're able to assist in and do for them in the room, where I'm very hands-on and I'm allowed to be hands-on. So I told her, I've never worked a job that I wasn't happy at. Every job, even if it was lifeguarding and it made 6.75 an hour, I was happy. I love lifeguarding. I love being a tattoo artist. I can't do that anymore. Obviously, I would be back doing that. I loved being a Zumba instructor, never made me really more than $20 a week. But I love doing Zumba. I love being a para. I love being a camp counselor. There's so much that I have put my heart and face into, and it's not about the money. I like what I do. I enjoy what I do. It makes me happy. It gives me it serves me a purpose to wake up in the morning. But at some point you have to come to the reality aspect that yeah, you need to actually start making a living and not just suffering in survival mode. So I'm at that point in juncture in the life that something has to change. I am doing the best that I can to alchemize my negative thinking. Like today, I wanted to cry when I got home. I just felt off and sad and depleted and disheartened over so many other things. But it's accumulation of I'm still in survival mode. I'm done with the 3D too. And I'm done chasing carrots on a stick. I thought that we the people would be served by now. We have not. Um, I thought many of us would be further along in the getting what we need to start thriving and pushing forward. And I'm not seeing it. I've been at this channel for over 3 years now. October will be 4. And this was the first year that I was able to get monetized. Um, I don't make that much, but it's something extra a month. I thought I would have more people that would be more considerate in helping me. Um, Showing up, and I'm not saying financially either, just showing up. That didn't seem like that worked out. I don't know what it is that I need to do different or be different or not change a damn thing and just, I don't know, work 7 jobs. But no one seems to want to hire me, so where is the jobs coming from? Besides OnlyFans. It's disgusting. If that, I would even get a plausible view from that. Robbie, have you read Dolores Cannon? See, that's metaphorically what I go back to when I get into these like mental states. Um, I just layered a lighter color on top of that. Yay, green. I should be wearing a smock. So in Dolores Land, and I believe this to an extent, not everything do I believe of Dolores canon, but many of us were chosen to be the first to go through a lot of things. Our purpose, whether we are in a realization or not, a major reason why a lot of us are here, period, end of story, is our frequency is high. We carry a lot more electrical voltage within our toroidal field. We hold a lot of light within us. And as a general rule to all of that, what Dolores speaks of is us holding the frequency for others. That's why a lot of us are empathic. That's why a lot of us can feel other people's energy. I have to be more in awareness of what I am taking in from other people because I'm not alone. A lot of the other paras and the other staff in the building are not salaried. There's no unemployment. I have the letter I had to sign that I'll be back next year. That there's no unemployment. So fuck you and good luck. That's kind of basically what that letter was saying. And I think it's very distasteful. You know, we all serve so many purposes. And many of those purposes don't require us to be making money. And I understand that from my spirit and on the spiritual perspective, I am really where I am meant to be. I am meant to be in this area. I am meant to be holding the light. I am meant to be seeding people amazing things. I am here to seed and inspire creative thinking, outside of the box, abstract thinking. I am here showing you how when you put your brain to something, look what you can do. I test drove this one. I put those hangs that you can hang your door with, garland. Like Viking gave me the this skull TikTok thing, and look what I ran with it, right? So it's like spiritually, I know that I am making an impact and a difference. I know in many different facets and ways I, by talking about what I am going through and how I'm feeling about it, there are other people out there going through a similar situation. It might be way different, but the feeling is the same. Like, when is it going to be enough? When am I stand in my authority? I am standing and doing, and when is it going to pay off? You see, I was stripped of my family, stripped. I had to learn how to disengage and detach. The first word disengage really wanted to come out, so I'm allowing it. I needed to disengage from the family that after my mom died, like everybody just dropped off the face of the planet. I didn't matter anymore because I was the adoptive one. Goodbye, out of my life. I don't need you. Even if it were if I had kids and they were older and they didn't want nothing to do with me because of my viewpoint. F you. I don't care. Goodbye. And that's harder said than done. I don't have kids. But if they're not putting food on my table and they're disrespecting my ass, I'm glad I created you. This is the experience that you needed to be in. I salute. I gotta do me. But that's only because I'm a hyper independent person. You know, I get it. It's easier said than done. But I don't worry about my family because they don't worry about me. I only have two second cousins that I speak to periodically. They live in the Bronx, the Boogie Town Bronx, and I love them to death. And that's my family. And then I have an aunt in Georgia, a biological aunt that I speak to. I mean, I'm glad that my dad sent me brass. Thanks, Dad. Unfortunately, in many of society's problems, it's a mafia mentality. It's who the fuck you know. Sorry, I'm dropping a lot of F-bombs. I am over it today. But it's really who you know and not what merit you bring to the table and your honesty and your skills. But I'm done. I'm gonna start looking, I'm gonna put myself back on online dating. Um, and maybe something there will work out. I don't know. I'm layering. Do you listen to Bashar Rabi? Bashar will speak about that you have to feel it and believe it in order for it to manifest. And that's with any manifestation. So if you're here healing, like I know when I'm doing this and I could see the voltage coming out of my hands, going through the ether and hitting the person that I intended, it's actually hitting that person. Whether they're gonna heal or not is up to spirit and universe. But you have to feel that it's working. You have to believe, and the other person, and even though you're doing it for yourself, the person on the other side also has to believe that what they're receiving is energy of a light, healing, strength, whatever you're sending a person. They have to believe it too. I mean, a few years ago, I drove out to Fort Wayne, Indiana to see JQ um speak for the very first time. I went out at 3 o'clock in the morning and did bottles for weeks. Like in New York, you can recycle your bottles and get $5, 5 cents back. So I go out and collect bags upon bags, and every day you're only allowed at like $12 at a place. So I go to 6, 7 places and go get whatever I can, and do it again every week. I pawned a lot of stuff just to make the drive 30 hours back and forth, and it was bad weather to Fort Wayne, Indiana. When I got there, not only did I have to clear the land, clear the place that the event was taking place in, at the end of the event, this is what I proved to people, and they did, you can believe it or not. I blessed Esther, the RV that JQ and the team were riding in. It had problems all the way up until that point. There was all kinds of breakdowns and stuff. And I sat there in meditation, in physical space. And guess what? I proved that what I did worked because they made it to their destination all across the country with no other problems. So I did a lot to show my spiritually healing self at Fort Wayne and to a community of people that spoke spiritual, but really do they understand it and how it works? I'm not speaking about you guys. You wouldn't be here otherwise. Thank you, Backshot. But I showed up that day, drove 30 hours just to show people I am the real deal, that what I am saying, what I do is real. And if you don't want to believe, that's okay too. But I know for me, when I blessed that vehicle, they made it with no other issues. The power of touch, why I have to do things physically, is important. But then I learned also that my light body is very powerful, and my light body does travel to people who can use it and need it. Corey, for instance, from the Time Is Now podcast. I showed her, I proved to her, and not that I needed to prove anything. But when you can touch somebody's heart, when you can touch somebody in that special spot, that they start becoming a believer, because anybody can go, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, but they don't believe. And the scary part is some of the people that I have said that stuff to, they'll only believe it if somebody on a higher egoic scale says it. Like that's why I tell people to listen to Brian Scott. Quo did an amazing reading the other day. Daniel Scranton's been doing really good stuff. Forget about it. But it's the truth. I'm not the only one saying what I've been saying. I mean, the Curtis books written in the early 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s, up until like 1930 something. I think I don't remember when their last book was published. Maybe even 1940. But even back in that time, everything that I'm reading in real time is what I've been saying for the last 3 years on this channel. So there's proof in the pudding that whatever I am channeling, it's coming from a higher ended source because it's in a book that I am just freshly reading with everybody. I didn't never read those books before. I got a hold of them from a PDF. Like I'm reading a lot of these books in real time with all of you. There's zero way I have all that time to. It took me a long time to read a lot of these books, and I'm still reading these two. But the Curtis books, it's what I've been saying. Daniel Scranton, it's what like everything he says, I say it in just different verbiage. And not everything that I say aligns with his work, but the crux of the majority of it does. Bashar, and I'm not a big Bashar fan. I listen to some of the stuff that people post of him. I don't believe everything he says, especially with open contact and all this nonsense. They've been here. Who are we fooling and what narrative is he trying to steer? So there, when I was talking about and ranting about last Tuesday, when our friend decided to pop on another person's channel and certain names came up in the galactic community, I caution everybody to really go within and know if that's the right paradigm for you to be following. Because you know what, for me, it isn't. It's not. It helped me wake up to certain things, but more so the programming. Because since I've taken the neutral stance in all things, and I look at and analyze things differently than I used to, and I take the bird's eye view and I don't sit there to judge, I just take in information objectively, then I'll sit there and analyze it, see where it lands in the heart space. I started to see the programming. I started seeing the narratives. I started seeing where people were being strung along. Absolutely, Robbie. We have to do that. Not all information is going to be for your brain or for your soul. And once you know that information, you don't need it anymore because you already know it. So goodbye. I don't know why people are stuck on and hanging on to certain things and will not relinquish it. The idea about star seeds, you're not just one. You're not just one race. You've been all of them. In this vehicle, what you're remembering is your other self right now in the paradigm, in it to win it right now, living, alive, having fun, going around and pew pew. I mean, asking for my soul name and getting Anu as my soul name, it's not my soul name, it's my Anunnaki name. I mean, how crazy is this? The Arantia book has been talking about Melchizedek. I've read a couple of other passages with Melchizedek about it. And then come to the Curtis books the other day, and here's Melchizedek again. And Daniel Scranton just channeled the Melchizedek. I feel that I'm from that Essene lineage. I just can't place who I was in that time frame. I know it, and I've gotten in snapshots with Lucifer, Archangel Hillel. He's popped in. So one of my past lives, I was an oracle. I was too close to Rome. I was brought to Rome to do prophecy amongst the tribes and the peoples, and someone got wind of something, and I was stoned to death. And it was in the time of Yeshua. So I was not necessarily, the Essenes happened way before Yeshua even was struck, but I was female in that life, and Hillel incarnated or was incarnate at the time in someone else. That when I looked up to the person walking me to the stake, I saw the true form of what was trying to protect me the whole time, but couldn't do anything about the protection. They protected my soul. I could see it in my brain. I have lived that life. I have a birthmark right there. It's a heart. It's hard to see, but I have a heart right here, a cherry, strawberry birthmark, stoned to death. That's what killed me. And I know because I've relived that life in my mind. I saw it. I got bashed in the head right there with the big rock. Took me out. Oh, that's awesome, El Sunray. I haven't gotten too much into like I'm a part of the Quo, which is Raw, uh compodium of social memory complexes up there in high density. I don't know if I was densified during Egypt. I think after Atlantis fell, I was in Atlantis, I know that. Um I don't have recall too much about Atlantis just yet, but I have a feeling I was there. I have a feeling I was of the light and that I was trying to save the doom and gloom and holding space and holding light, but I couldn't really do anything about the sinking. I think that my soul did not want to survive that. I think I needed to go back up to heal. So I don't think I was in Egypt. I think what I was a guide, like like I was one helping channel to the beings on the planet. Upstairs is giving me a yes. So I wasn't necessarily in Egypt. I lived a little further out when the Essenes started, like Melchizedek's time came into Egypt. So I kind of a little further in the advancement came in, because I had to seed my light. I don't know what Essene I was. I don't know if I was male or female. I don't have recall on it. What I have recall is the Oracle. I was an Oracle in Greece. And took a pilgrimage with a couple of other people. I don't recall most of it, but I was an oracle, and I got stoned to death in Rome, Italy, somewhere. Don't know exactly where, but I think I got stoned, and that's where I met Hillel. I don't hate it here. I'm not gonna lie. I have in my past. I'm trying to persevere. I'm trying to look at the bright side of life. I'm trying to just keep pushing through each day. I'm showing up. I'm making artwork. I'm being creative. I am putting my energy out there. I'm smiling at work. I'm trying to like today I wore a floral white shirt. It had black flowers. It looked really pretty. I hopefully will be able to wear it after I put it in the wash. I got coffee everywhere. This is why artists don't wear white. I destroy light colors without a snap of my finger. I'll put something on and I already have a stain on it. It's annoying. It's truly annoying. Not gonna lie. I haven't opened up half of these paints. It's pissing me off. I didn't take my white out. I don't hate it here. What I don't prefer is the lies that have been perpetuating in the political movements that things are going to change rapidly. Things are going to be a little quicker. Gas is still over $3. I only saw it come down once so far this month to $2.99. Okay, gas is still over $3. Food is still extremely expensive. I personally am not seeing things drop. My bills are just keeping inflating. Yes. So let's get into the Schumann resonance before I mix another color here. Auntie Amy just messaged me. Like it blows my mind. Oop, let me get it updated. Auntie Amy, you're gonna go up there. Okay, so why many of us did not sleep overnight. That's a lot of energy. And this is like now, so we're in a lull period. So all that energy that we have gotten overnight and into today is now filling in our space. We're still at an 8.08 frequency. Let me head over to the this is the electrical field, which isn't that bad considering, but it's hitting different portions of us. So things are high. Today, gas here is 314. High. My thing is, I'm seeing a lot. Everybody's like, well, you'd be blind if things aren't changing and things are coming out. Sure, they're coming out, but what is helping me? What is helping you guys? We, the people, have been sitting on ceremonies for over 8 years now. 8. Why do I say 8, not 4? Things started to change, and then we, the people, felt it way later. But not to the extent where I don't know what universe people are living in and got stuck in, that prices and things are still were high before, oh, hello, took office, the auto pen. Um, I I don't have Medicaid. My mother was on Medicare and she couldn't even, I'm telling you, I have a $3,000 deductible. There's no way I can meet that. Like I said, I go to the doctor for a 5 minute, like, do I have something in my eye or do I have pink eye? That cost me $126. Why? 5 minutes. It's not like I'm sitting there and getting x-rays and getting stitches and getting where I get it. That costs money. What in the world? And then you ask the person that's working at the desk how much they're making, and it's $10 an hour. Are you fucking kidding me? Where's the money going? Happy incarnation anniversary, El Sunray! Yay! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! I'm trying to find fun stuff. Happy born day! I need that water. Yay! Happy born day! That's exciting. I definitely need a thinner brush for this. Hi, Gregory. What's up? I need more luck in my life. Okay, I'm concentrating. I usually don't talk when I'm concentrating. Um, what's up? So the other lies that we've been spoken to was that we would be taken care of by now. That gas prices were coming down, food was going to be like healthier, and I'm still waiting, still waiting. Oh, but Allison, it's 100 days. Okay, but bullshit, because Otto Penn wasn't in office. That we know is a farce. So who's lying to us? I was told a long time ago, I heard it from lips, that there would be free accredited schooling or programs that I could go get back to school or go to a program and get certified in certain things. Where is that? And that's accepted by peoples? Accepted. Accepted. There's a difference between accepted and not accepted. You know what, Robbie? I don't care about the sheep anymore. Why are we worried about other people? When you had all this time to wake people up since, let's just say, I mean, let's be real. Kennedy's assassination is when their treason was really at a high pitch frequency and no one cared to do a damn thing about it back then. So why do we want to believe that it's going to happen anytime soon now? That's why I'm not in the I can't listen to political stuff too much anymore because I'm still waiting. Like the clock is still ticking. Everybody, oh, what's going to happen? You're going to have it. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Well, I'm going to make it great. My problem with making it great right in the moment is that I still need to play by mafia rules, and I am not trying to do that. Like I came home disheartened when I literally got home, made some snacks, went to check my email because I don't check my email at work, like my personal email, and come to see that I have applied a few days ago to a few jobs. I'm still not getting any responses. Um, my rule of thumb is 7 to 10 business days before I will email and inquire because I don't like to be pushy, right? But I am out of work in 10 days. And I need something that's actually going to not be $7.75 an hour. So I'm looking for jobs in and around like $13, $14 an hour. At least it's something. And because I am worthy of more than $7.75. Layering. And then I have buttons. I'm going to put some details in this too. Yeah, 9/11, I was there. A lot of the people I work with are in their teens, late teens, early 20s, late 20s, and they had no idea what went on for 9/11. I witnessed it. It was there in person. And it's really interesting contrast when you move and how people perceive it differently. Because I was right there, you know. I was right there. I saw the whole thing happen. Oops. I don't know where Aunt Amy is. Anywho, guys, it is 56 degrees. 56 degrees. We had storms all day. Not crazy ones, but they're like max velocities on right now. He's on right now. Um, Kentucky, Illinois. Oh boy, Southern. Please be safe. I know Oklahoma, Texas got hit really hard the other day. Nebraska got really hit the other day. Now Mississippi, Arkansas, you guys have a lot going on. Holy crap. Yeah, it's 56 here. I had to put my heat back on. I'm not a happy camper about that. And tomorrow's going to be the same dreary, rainy, junky day. Thursday's going to be rainy and junky. Friday, and then when I say junky, it's going to be 40 degrees. So I'm glad I did not plant yet. And next week, 59, 62, but again in the morning, 40s. It is fucking May. It's gonna be May. I don't get it. I don't get it. So I'm glad, guys. Yeah, right. I'm in Northwest Indiana, so you're not that. You're not. You're probably on the same lines of latitude, longitude as I am. Yeah, the minimum wage, depending on the job, is really low. Um, why Allison, a job is a job. Okay, but when I'm working 6 hours and not collecting more than $60 on a paycheck, you better be shitting me. I'm worth a lot more than that. And it's a waste of my time. I gotta find something that will pay substantially and not listen. My job here as a para pays a lot more than other states and towns around here. I did not know that until I started looking in other towns what paraprofessionals make. The value of what people do and the pay that they get is absolutely asinine. It blows my mind away. It really does. And the cost of living went up. It's not like it was like 5, 6 years ago where your cost of living was down. So even if you did make 12 to $13 an hour, like you could still pay your rent and eat. Maybe have another job off to the side. But people were able to make it. I'm making $17 an hour. I can't afford shit. Please explain this one to me. And a lot of the jobs that I'm looking for is just for the summer because I will go back if I don't get the art position, I will go back to the position I had and eventually I will go up to $18 an hour. But in the meantime, I still have not paid my property tax. It's 3 grand for this spring and then another 1,500 for the fall. Huh. And look, I think minimum wage is great for a kid that just is in high school or is just like when I started working at 14 years old as a lifeguard, right? I was making $6.15. Okay, but it was just a beginning job. And even though I worked indoors for a nonprofit YMCA, I was making 13.75 full time. I had health and benefits, and it wasn't even about the money, it was more about the health benefits at the time because I was severely sick. So it was like I had to work for the health insurance half my life. I rather the free government assistance and take that stuff that I have to pay for like the medical out of my paycheck. I'd rather it go back into my paycheck because I'm not getting much out of my health insurance anyway, but you have to have it somehow, some way. what have you. And I'm not getting any younger. Having something is better than nothing. I mean, this is what I wrote to the superintendent of the schools. He's like, how can we retain you guys? Here's a survey. I said I shouldn't have not started at $15 an hour. I should have started at the higher end of the bracket. I have 10 years of experience. Why are you starting me out at the same rate as everybody else and everybody has equal experience? I'm making what newly paraprofessionals make. That's not okay. I'm already in it 10 years. Why are you starting me off at that? Not cool. And I mean, that same could be said for many other jobs. I'm coming in with experience and I hope to stay. Why are you penalizing me for having the experience? It blows my mind. But that's how the world is working right now, and I don't like want to have it. Hi, Taylor. Um, physically, Taylor? Probably not. Probably not. Mentally, we're already there. Most of us are there already. In order to hit 5D, physically, with the collective, you can go there by yourself anytime and reach the frequencies, but we're not there yet as a humanity. Is when everybody gives up duality. When everybody gives up, why not? Because you're gonna be you're homo luminous, close to homo luminous. Hi, Bob. Bob, 5D is the beginning of you becoming homo luminous, the beginnings. You have to reach the state of non-judgment. You have to reach the state of unity consciousness, and we as a collective are nowhere near that. We're very far from it. I'm not just putting that out there to hurt anybody's feelings. We want something so bad, but we're not willing to do the work to get there. You cannot be in judgment of others. You need unconditional love and see God in all things. And we're not there yet because people are still shaming and blaming either side. The left is shaming the right is shaming the left. We're still in that duality. When more people can come into an awareness that all is source, all that is, you don't even need to believe in a God. The subatomic particles that are in the ether right now that you're entangled to. I can make it as simplistic as you want it to become. It's not about the collective consciousness and the veil. The veil is up to you to lift or not. You're in that decision point right now to lift the veil for yourself. Many of us have had our veils already lifted for the majority of our things. What we cannot lift in this 3D paradigm, because my soul's contract states that I have to live out a 3D existence. Plain and simple. I'm here for a reason. I have to live out a 3D existence. That's my contract. So I have to continue to live in duality and polarity. My choice, though, is consciously living up in the higher dimensional spaces. But in order to get to those higher frequencies of thinking and consciousness, you have to have an expanded viewpoint. And a lot of people are not there yet. A lot of people are still, the Jews, still on, oh, these people are satanic. These people are the problem. These are the ones causing the issues. It's the Khazarians. It's these people. It's that people. It's this and that and the other thing. Okay, cool. That's you. Deal with it. You're everything. Everything is you. There is everything and nothing at the same time. You're fractal to all things, including the evil side. Don't negate that. You have a shadow, you have to integrate it. There's a lot of people that are still unwilling to see that component of the truth. Truth is at a frequency of where you are cognizantly at. When you have the expanded viewpoint, of course, your frequencies and the truth becomes expanded. You see more. You see what's going on down here. You're taking the eagle eye view. You're looking down and go, huh? I orchestrated that for what reason? What? Why would I do that? Oh, those aha, oh fuck my life moments. Yeah, I did that to myself for that lesson. Shit. Why? And then you take the next stance. Oh, right. But until we get that oh moment, the aha, we're veiled. And that's what pisses me off about my now moment. The now moment is I know I'm on the crux of change. I've been talking about the change for a couple of months now. We're all going through a change. And it's not without the lack of effort, right? Like I'm not sitting idly by, not putting applications out, not doing artwork, just sitting lull and oh, the earth, everything is going to happen for me if I just sit here. If I don't feel it, it's still going to happen because the popcorn told me it was going to happen. It's a movie. Not the delusional land that I want to live in. I still have to put action into motion just like all of you. And humanity is just not in this lifetime. Anybody's lifetime can end in a minute. You're not promised tomorrow. Yes. Yes, El Sunray. That's why it's not be, I am not trying to be rude. When I can't go on to the political stuff anymore, it's not because I don't want to support everybody that's there in that frequency. I love everybody. I really do. I love my family. You guys are a family. When you're in the other chats, I'll like notice a lot of you started dropping off of the chats because you say hi to everybody, but then the hate and the people are still in the hate paradigm. And you're like, no, I don't want to feed that. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to say F these people. Okay, great. You're saying F you to yourself. That's you. It is a worldwide frequency issue. We all signed, so Taylor, if you're still there, we still signed a contract together, right? All of us together before we came in incarnation, we all said, okay, hang on, wait a second, shit's gonna be moved. Yay, we're gonna shift the bitch all together now. Okay, but here's the caveat to that shift. You need a lot of damn catalysts that are negatively on the highest scale of polarity you could get in negativity. You, as a soul, have to overcome it. And for eons and eons, we have come back and have done it wrong. We didn't learn the lessons of Atlantis, Lemuria, Tartaria. And yes, those are playing out right here, but we're the ones that have to heal that shit. We came in as our oversouls to heal the bitch. We're here healing it. Don't get me wrong. It sucks, but we signed up for this. I take accountability for it. My problem is for my personal situation is like, what is going to give? I'm putting myself out there. I am producing. I am doing different. I'm trying different things. Nothing is sticking, but at the same time, my 3D bills are due. Okay, give it up to the universe. I have given it up to the universe. I've been doing those guided meditations at night to clear these unconscious, subconscious blocks, to shift my energy to a high, if it's hiding in there, and I'm actively working to unblock whatever's going on in the brain that's holding my frequency down to what I need in the 3D. Spiritually speaking, I'm already up there. I'm having fun. I'm flying high. I'm living my best life up there. It needs to merge and come down here. And the problem is, for most of us, we're in fourth octave. Most of us are in solid four, heart space wise, or in the green ray. While everybody else in 3D to 4D and it is shifting or ping-ponging back and forth, that bridge cannot lower down to 5. When enough of us in a collective sense says everything is source, all is one, we are all the same, we need to come into accountability that we all perceived individualistic because God needed to have an experience through all of us. And every sort of issue starts dissolving when you stop giving it energy. When we all learn how to do that and we could tip that bridge down, we will be able to go to 5. But time is illusion anyway. It might not be in my personal timeline. It might be in yours, Taylor. You're younger. But it's based on where everybody collectively is sitting, not just individually. Because if I could have my dream world right now, everything would be extremely more vibrant, like if I did a Timothy Leary. And gosh, it's why I stopped doing everything I was so destructive in my behavior, in my attitude, in the way I lived. I didn't care because I didn't want to live. I was so numb. I did a lot of stupid things in my life, but the one thing I didn't do stupid was taking Timothy Leary. Taking Timothy Leary showed me the beautiful things in the world and how amazing things could be. Everything was sparkly and high vibing. I felt on high, literally and figuratively. I saw the beautiful things in the world. I stopped doing everything and I changed my entire mindset, changed like that in a snap. And I saw the beautiful in the world and I want to strive for that. That visions, those hallucinations, whatever you want to call them, whatever I pierced the veil through. Holy crap. I want to see sunsets like this. I'm sorry. I'm very proud of myself. That blew me away that I did that. That blew me away. And this is still drying, but we're gonna add some buttons on this. I might actually add a sign. I have other signs over there I spray painted. So I might go over there and grab a sign. We'll see. Um, do I have just we're not putting thankful. I'm using this for something else. But we have thankful here. There's sweat paint everywhere. I'm not wearing my smock like that. But I might do blessed. Although thankful does fit here in the middle. But I want to do more details. But this has to dry. And then add buttons. Crafting is fun. I hope to inspire you all for crafting and getting motivated to do different things. Like I said, I went to Joann's and this thing was $1. This thing was originally $7.99 for wood, particle wood. Guys, I'm Bob Rossen today. Allison's Bob Ross in it. Allison's Bob Ross in it. Allison's Bob Ross in it. I the lighthouse is a really good analogy for what each of us are. Sorry, that's a lot of I can't stand that noise. Every day I'm Ross in it. Every day I'm Ross in it. Sorry. Palette. And then you put your. Guess how much this was at Michael's? It was in clearance. It was $2. This thing was originally $15 with the palette knives. It's good wood. Thank you. I'm proud of myself. I don't paint like that. Like I said, I'm evolving as an artist because I'm putting myself to task. Like not everything I do I like. And not everything that I like maybe someone else may love. So it's a matter of what's in your perception and how you perceive it. I want to motivate people to get out of their own way and just do. Like today, I was such in a bummy mood. I was not in a happy place when I got home and looked at my email, and then it hit me. I got very disheartened. I got very upset because, even if the 11 hour does happen there's always this meantime, and I'm always stuck in this meantime. And as I'm doing Brian Scott's activations about money and debt and getting the subconscious unblocked in 8 hours of affirmations in my sleep, fate's going to be fate. Am I going to falter or I'm going to rise? And I'm trying to rise right now, but I don't know in what damn direction to go in. I'm like in the midlife crisis. Metaphorically speaking, a lighthouse for us as light workers, as way showers, as spiritual people, hang on. Chicken! Buck, 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 buck. There we go. Metaphorically speaking, you as a pillar, this is your body. This is the ground that you're standing on. And that's your crown chakra. Third eye, crown. I would say both. When you are in your house, when you are in the public, when you are anywhere, oh, absolutely. I'm going to get on him in a minute. Right? You're shining your actual field of light, of consciousness. Your frequency is seeding everybody in this lighthouse area. Your frequency, your light is hitting everybody constantly. And whether you are acknowledging or not, you're helping other people awaken, getting their aha moments. You're helping spark other people. So you are a lighthouse because you're emitting physically photons. You're emitting voltage and frequency and vibration. You literally are a lighthouse. Literally are a lighthouse. That you like I the analogy a few weeks ago is when you walk into a room, are you the game changer? Are you changing and shifting the mood? Right? A bland, dull party, and here you come and you're just lighting up the room, and everybody starts like getting, relaxed and more at ease. That's you, and that's your energy doing it. Even if you're not the life of the party and you're not like you're an introvert and you're sitting on the couch just chilling with your sippy, your frequency is affecting other people. That doesn't mean you need to come in and be like the class clown and everybody laughs. You just being in a room is helping other people. On the topic of our lovely transcended energy Q crew. Why has like everybody was on the bandwagon? I necessarily wasn't. I always pray for everybody and I send in private healing to people. Q Crew gifted me something and I can't sell it. Um, because that's a piece of him that his energy is on. Where was the morning, outpouring of love for him and his family? I don't know where it went. It didn't happen. The prayers just eventually stopped. I don't know why. That actually bugs the living daylights out of me. There's some other people that have gone has transcended on, and I wasn't fans of them, but there was more done for those people than for Q crew. Just something to ponder. I know for us, because most of us have abilities. I'm not a landscape painter by any means. So in college we were forced to sit in Central Park and to do the landscapes. Not necessarily painting. That's why with paint and sips, I'm like, you could do that in color pencil. It's just going to take you forever to get blended like that. But it can be done on pencil. I could do that with pencil, probably a lot better, believe it or not. But I'm more of an abstract painter. Like the crux of my work is the things you can't see yet still exist, like light waves. I the very fine-tuned paint strokes that I do with a lot of different colors in the stroke, that's light reflecting and refracting off of surfaces. That's what I'm capturing when I'm doing those types of paintings. Bob, I want you to be very weather aware, honey. Oh, we got some stuff in Indiana now. What goes on? I'm still watching Max Velocity. Uh, is that Alabama? South Carolina, you gotta look out too. There's some thunderstorms happening. Yazoo City. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mississippi. Please be careful. Yeah, Alabama. I was right. Um, I've watched a documentary about Bob Ross, and I'm very disgusted to know stuff that I didn't know that he was taken advantage of and basically aggrandized off of. Don't like that idea. I don't like that. Every day I'm rossing it. Every day I'm rossing it. It's too watery and thin. Mm, there's my thin thin. It's so watery. Mm. Sorry, guys. Hi. Thankfully, I'm not wearing work clothes. Today I tried to do white shirts. Nope. Though I will say to anybody that needs an upliftment, San Diego Zoo has a live cam and we had fun. We had a virtual day at the zoo with my kids because we have only 2 days left with them. And sorry for everybody that was on Saturday on the Zoom. I had to do a lot on Saturday. Um I had to calligraphy diplomas for the kiddos that are going on to kindergarten and then make crowns. So I do apologize for anybody looking for me on Saturday. I was busy making shit. Not shit, but you know what I'm saying. Um, I'm just making some like veins in this beautiful shamrock guy here. Of course, I'm adding buttons and stuff in the sign, which I'm gonna get in a minute. Give me a second. Yeah, there are storms. I don't know how far away from Nashville you are, Bob, but please be safe. Oh, where's the suns? Okay. Bob, for now it moved past you. There's more. Trust me. My town. So my friend's birthday is in 2 days. My friend that gives me the clothes. And my post office did not have power all weekend. They've been backed up. I have to wait until her birthday to literally send out her stuff on Wednesday. Um, half of my town, I thankfully had have power and haven't had lost it. But the majority of my town has been on and off with electric for the past 5 days. I'm very blessed to have my electric. But other people have it and all because of wind, and these people don't want to take care of power lines. They leave it until it goes down. Now I have a blessed in purple. I don't know if I want purple here, although it looks really damn good. Purple. Then I have a thankful in bronze, like coppery color. I think blessed won. The purple wins, I think. What do you guys think? Blessed? We're still not dry. So it's like a flat or thankful. Let me know what you think. Actually, let's have some fun. I'm just here to have fun. Why? I want a pole and I want my pole. So if you like the blessed, do yes. If you like the thankful, no. Blessed, even though it's not on straight, or thankful. I'm trying to be playful, guys. Doing a poll. Let me know which one before I get the hot glue gun going. I like the blessed too. I think it's a dark, it has contrast, you could see it, and it fits. Oh my gosh. You see, that's totally not okay, El Sunray. I'm so sorry you're going through that. That stuff gets me angry. I have more glue sticks. I bought glue sticks. Like I said, Joanne's had is and Miss Ivy went to Joanne's the other day and she was like sending me text messages and videos like, "Hey, would you like this? I'll get you that." God bless Ivy. She was like closer to the other Joanne's that is going out of business, and the sales are ridiculous. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff for like next to nothing. like that stand where all the pyramids are. You can't really see it if I had the books up, so I put a box there so you could see the pyramids. That stand, $5. That thing was $60. I know how to shop when I have it. Oh, I love her. She's amazing. Uh, I'm very glad though. She doesn't live in my area, but she lives close enough. That we bump into each other once in a while. Um, so far everybody likes to bless. Okay, that's funny. I don't want to end it. I want it go. There it goes. All right, I'm heating up the hot glue gun here. Huntsville, Alabama, please be safe and in Meridianville, Hazel Green, Gurley, Woodville, Pleasant Groves. Please get in your safe spots. This line of storms is producing oh God. Like seriously, guys, like the other day, I was watching Max for the last couple of days because besides my storm, I've been watching tornadoes drop out of the sky for the past couple of days live streams on all these like hunters, nature hunters. And I'm very thankful for them because they're the eyes on the ground. Oh, I'm listen, I'm very, very blessed. That's why I like that bless sign. I count my blessings every day. I really do. Spirit's with me too. Let me come in. My mom and dad are here. I'm very, very blessed. That's not without saying. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. I wouldn't be here. I mean, I would be here in some capacity, but I would be in the enslavement. That's what I'm trying not to be in. I need to be hands-on, so I do need to be in that system, but I need to be in a system that pays me enough. That makes sense. Like that's like I'm 42. I need to be in a spot where I could take care of myself and not worry anymore. I shouldn't have to be some of these old ladies that are at Walmart and then from 9 o'clock in the morning to 6 p.m. and then you see them at the next supermarket greeting people. I don't want to be that. As much as I'm happy greeting people, like I don't want to be that old lady having to stand on my feet and really push through because I need the extra income. I don't want to be that. Mail order husband, where are you? And no, I will not just marry anybody. No, I'm too independent of a female. I'm an Aries. And my requirements are not that high, but I do have requirements. You got to be 3 years older or 3 years younger than me. As much as age is not a big thing, it is when it comes to 3D shit. Green buttons. I got at Joann's. This was $7.99. It got marked down to $1. Buttons are expensive. Okay, that's heating up. I will Mosh Podge this. How to get that lined up right. That's all right. That's all right. Has anybody else been listening besides Scott? I know he does the Chosen One videos. I like the Chosen One videos. They've been putting some things in perspective for me. No, the button's too big. Whoopie doopie. That fits. Oh, I'm glad you did, El Sunray. Some of the other ones that I've been watching, not like I don't like calling it the chosen ones because we're not everybody's chosen for something. Everybody is chosen for something. Everybody serves a purpose. So, Robbie, if you're still out there, you are serving a purpose, girlfriend. It's a matter of what that purpose is. So, the dark chosen ones, many of us are the way showers of the shadow. We're going through the darkest of the dark in order to show others how to emerge out of that darkness with the light. That really makes sense when you are incorporating your shadow, but you're letting go and releasing what no longer is serving you, but you know the shadow is a part of you. You're making room for more light. We're very much needed because most of humanity is in the darkness, and we're here to like show them how to actually get out of it. Literally, we're showing people how to get out of the darkness. Because if we didn't go through the darkness, how can we be any kind of authority on getting out of it? I need smaller buttons. Smaller buttons. I'm serious. the medium kind of put this to me of like the very first old lady medium I ever went to. She was the cutest thing. She's the cutest grandma. I wanted to take her home with me. That's how cute she was. But she told me the reason why your life is so difficult, and this was back. The reason why your life is so difficult is because if you don't go through it, you have no authority in handing wisdom and advice to others. How would I be able to explain, guide others if I haven't gone through something similar? Not everybody's going to experience the same thing the same way. I lost both my parents, one at 22 years old and one at 34. That's still young to have your parents be gone. And I had to traverse this world and still am traversing this world literally alone. If I don't go through that, and there are going to be other people in this world that don't have parents that need guidance, how would I be able to help them through the process if I didn't go through it myself? Make it make sense. My friends now that are losing their parents are having a harder time in the adjustment. And I'm helping them and being a cushion for them to say, hey, hi. The world doesn't stop because your parents die, and you need to get all these things in order. I had to learn the hard way. I'm going to help you not have the hard way happen. So you're grieving, you're honoring them could be a lot smoother than mine was. Here's what you need to get yourself in order. God, I would not want to be on the highway right now, what I'm seeing. Whoo! Please be safe out there. Oops, I hurt. Ow. I burnt myself. I'm okay. Art sometimes causes pain. I can tell you right now, when I demold some of these molds, sometimes you don't get you have to unmold it like this. And I get myself caught up. Let me tell you what. I'm not killing it with buttons, so I'm just adding buttons. I'm just trying to sift through what I have here. Chicken! Chicken buck buck? Chicken? 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 Chicken buck buck? Let's do it again! Chicken buck buck! Hi. Coffee. Oh, I have monkey butt. Monkey butt is monkey butt. Doo-doo-doo. Monkey butt. I like monkey. He's a good squeezy. Monkey butt. Monkey butt. See, my diploma, my $100,000 diploma. Chicken, chickies. It doesn't want to. There it goes. Get to see my big belly. Hi. Okay. I don't know. Spirit might be here, and I was welling up a little while ago, so we'll see. I still I need chicken. I actually today at school in the science lab they brought chickens because they hatched some chickens. That reminds me, Mr. Pace. I gotta get on my spirit guides. They got some explaining to do. Um, I have a larger than life black bear. I do. I have a larger than life black bear, and I have a pack of wolves as spirit elementals. And I was hoping to see Freya. Freya sometimes comes downstairs. I don't like this Zoom camera, and I can't afford. And I mean, I my last check is on. Last check is coming. I got to learn Canva really damn quick, and some of these AI tools. Chicken! Chicken didn't want a chicken. Monkey bot! Chicken buck buck! Hang on, maybe this will work. Ta-da! I don't want to move. I'm still adding some more buttons. Well, adding more buttons. I don't know if you can hear my hot glue gun. It's loud. It's gonna make me get the other one. Chicken buck buck! All to do buttons. All for the buttons. Chickens. Anywho. I'm trying to find smaller ones. These are like really big time buttons. And I don't want the big ones. I want the small ones. There's small ones in here. Where is the Danish cookie tin when I need it? I seriously have to go find those cookies just for the tin. I need the cookie gin. I need those cookies. I just filled out all the buttons on my desk. I need a cookie. I need a cookie, Danish cookie tin because I will become the button tin. I'm serious. I want a cookie, the Danish cookie tin. Say that really quick. Um, I really want that. I want my buttons in a tin. The Danish cookie tin. I'm going to be out on the hunt for that. How many of you at home have a Danish cookie tin? And there's other things in that tin besides buttons or cookies. I'm trying these poll things out. I think they're fun. Well, the coffee tin stuff, I put lengthier things in. But like the Danish cookie tin is amazing. Like I don't know if I gave my buttons away. My mom had a Danish cookie tin with buttons in it. My grandmother had a cookie tin with not Danish. I don't know what the hell brand it was, but I remember it when I was a little kid going into my grandma's apartment and playing with her stuff. And the tin is like retro vintage. And it was amazing. And she used to let me play with all her buttons. Um, I don't even think kids this like seriously. I I honestly love being that 80s baby because my parents were 46. So they like most of you, they had the vintage stuff from back one, right? I would die to bring in a tin. If I ever become a teacher, I swear to you guys, this would be the best thing. Like the kids today don't know about rotary phones. Like I use a rotary phone. You know, that vintage stuff that no one knows how to use anymore. I want to do the Danish cookie tin thing oh, if I could TikTok that, that'd be freaking hilarious. I would die laughing. So I might keep it just like this. I don't want to overwhelm it with buttons. I probably will Mod Podge at least a little bit maybe, or spray it with something. Um, but yeah, we got our Shamrock Blessed sign. I'm so excited about it. Hi, Marcia. See, so I grew up in a Jewish household. Let me unplug my, I might do the, mushroom. I have another one. Um, the, the tins I have right now in the house are David's cookie tins. During Christmas, my a few friends from New York send me cookies and tins, but not the Danish cookie tin. I like those Danish cookies. They're really good. I'm not hungry, but if I was smoking a doobie right now, if I was smoking the tampon, the sage, I really would be doing the Danish cookies. I the Jewish peoples, when there is a death in the family, you celebrate life, and there's usually cake at the cemetery and cookies, and it's usually the Danish cookies. Fun fact. I don't know what they do now, but I know one of my ugh, lots of funerals that I've ever been to. Um, yes. Oh, these don't have a zipper. Oh, where can I put these buttons? Actually, that's oil paint, but I don't think it matters. I gotta clean that up though. I might do a cat head in the moment. Empty tissue box. Woo! Oh, do you? My, like I said, when I moved, I had to give up a lot of things and detach from a lot of things, not realizing how much I'm gonna need it in the future. Like I don't like hoarding, but I do into with certain things because I know I'm gonna use it eventually. Bob knows. Bob knows about the cookie tins. So, anybody telling me what's going on in politics this week? Because JG Wentworth, we can all use our $5,000 now. I could use it. I could pay my property tax and not have to worry. And then I can at least feed myself and pay the bills for the month of June with what's left after paying property tax. Okay. Tissue box so that the buttons don't get lost. Um, I know that I've been recapitulating my day when I'm trying to sleep and I can't sleep. I've been in I don't know, has anybody here had a midlife crisis? I need to know when I'm looking at, you know. See, for a goth girl, my stuff is very colorful, by the way. Hi, Irish peoples. Hi. I need a tampon emoji. Need a tampon emoji. The only reason why I ask about what's going on in the political world right now is because I want to like prove to my own self, not that I do, but I think it's fun to prove or disprove um that everything's happening for the people in the higher classes and not for the lower classes. That all these tariffs and all this stuff is just making the cost of living higher. Oh, but Allison, eventually. Okay, but I'm not worried about eventually. I'm worried about now. Ashmaya, you see this is the thing, right? If Allison didn't have to worry about money, I could get my house fixed, and then I could go visit Ashmaya in Ireland and go find the castle that I had a life in. I would love to do that. I would love to go to Ireland and be amongst my own. Be like, look, freckles, white hair. I fit right in. I die. I mean, happy ever after if I got to go to Ireland. Erie, go to Erie and be amongst my peoples. Both my biological and my father, my mom and my dad biologically are both Irish. Biologically. So I am Irish. The percentages on it on Ancestry, I haven't checked. They can say swap all this stuff. Sometimes I'm more Scandinavian, sometimes I'm less. 23andMe, sometimes I'm more of one thing and then the other. But regardless, I'm totally am Irish. Green eyes, freckles, and the white hair. Irish. And short. But I can't have those experiences if I have no savings to go to a trip. Um, that's why I want to get out of the loop. I would love to travel. It'd be nice. Like I said, I've never been on a vacation for reals, like an actual vacation. You know what vacation I had today? We had a beach party at my in my classroom today, and we had a virtual beach with Cheerio sand. That was my vacation. Now I can pop into my brain and go anywhere in the world. Yes. But that's not physically going there and having fun. That'd be great. Yeah. Although I would love to go where El Sunray is and do some gem digging. Oh my gosh, I'd have so much fun. I would be in heaven because Ireland is fourth density. You're living in fourth density, Ashmaya. I am jealous. Jealous. I need to find that stupid castle that I had a past life in, though. That's my task if I get there. See, my um ancestry DNA and the 23andMe say I go back to England, Wales, Ireland, Scandinavia, but it doesn't pinpoint it. It's like Iceland, Finland, Norway, Sweden is included in that. Like, I'm super Swedish, supposedly, but I know I'm a Viking. I lived in that time frame. I know many, many, many lives as a Viking in that era. They're not like I was a berserker as a man. I was a berserker. I did some stuff and killed. I was a shield maiden most of the lives. I was a seer into one of vulva. That a sedir. That is a shaman, a Norse shaman. I know in Ireland I was a princess with my twin sister, who is my gatekeeper up there in the sixth density. She's a spirit guide of mine, but I had a twin sister. We both had red hair, long. I wore a green velvet dress and I descended the staircase and went on a white horse, overlooking a cliff with water, the ocean, and then going out into the distance over plains into the woods to hang some herbs. So I was definitely a princess because princesses would not be able to get away with that, and a commoner would not be able to get away with that. But I did. German is definitely in my lineage as well. French. I mean, I'm everything. And my Hapilo and Papilo group is out of Africa. Um, Seriously though, when I cut my hair like in a bob, I look Russian. I do. See, all my tarot cards are telling me everything is going to be great. Everything is changing. Everything's changing. You're getting the signs. You're getting this. You're getting that. I'm trying to live into that feeling. I really am. Like today, I wore white and I spilled coffee on myself. M sent me a beautiful shirt with feathers on it. It is really a nice shirt. I wore that. I got watercolors on it. Like I'm trying to do different and get different results. And white just doesn't want to happen for me. Honestly, the only reason why I did 23andMe and Ancestry DNA is because of my adoption. I I honestly, when I was 18 and I was legal age, I petitioned my birth certificate and my files to be opened to the state of Georgia, the state above Florida. And I got told no, because it's a closed adoption. I understand now, but in the time that I had no idea, I had art the back in the way machine internet, the very infancy of internet back then. I read articles about my adoption agency, Friends of Children, being closed down by the FBI in 1994 for black market adoptions. And my heart went into the pit of my stomach, not because I wasn't in a good family and that my mom and dad were amazing people. It had nothing to do about that. It was, what did they do to my birth mother? And what did they get out of her other than me and selling me off? I was $15,000 and back then that was a lot of money. I was a lot of money. I was bought. I was bought. I had a price tag on my ass. That's not okay. My dad, his swimmers weren't swimming. It was, everybody blamed it on my mother for not having fertility. It was my father who didn't have the fertility. And a man's pride, you don't say those things that your swimmers weren't swimming. You know, especially in a Jewish family. You don't say that. So my mom always took the hit for major shit that she shouldn't have had to carry, but she did it pridefully. Um, my parents it did everything legally. My adoption was legally done. It wasn't blackmailed, it wasn't behind the scenes, it wasn't shady shit. But I can't imagine the kids getting adopted after me, what they had to go through or their birth mothers had to go through. And I read a lot of damning, very heart-wrenching stories that I had the urge to go out and try to find my own story. And year after year, birthday after birthday, I'd have like a sign, and I could share it on Facebook. I had memories of me sharing this big poster with my information on it. Because as a close adoptee, you don't have a baby name. It's usually baby something. I would have probably been baby Freckles. Who knows? But I didn't have a baby name. I didn't even know what hospital I was born in. So the narrowing down of what, like even my birth chart, I didn't know the time of my birth. I found that out later in my life. I found out a lot of things later than I wanted it to, but I thankfully found it out. And it's very rare that a close adoptee ever finds their family, period. But I always had the Richard Bay loop of going on a talk show and meeting my family and going, oops, I was adopted out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. What clan associated itself in Stone Mountain, Georgia? Okay. And then having to tell your parents that you were adopted by Jews. I already was the devil anyway. But I had that loop going in on my head. So interestingly enough, after years of looking and searching just on like random adoption sites on like web pages and putting my information out there for years. 23 no, it was ancestry.com. I tried first because my mom's like, "Oh, you're Jewish." I'm like, "No, I am not. That's a religion, not a race." And I then found out, I'm like, "Look, Mom, I am Irish. I am British. I'm a mutt." I knew that, but I wanted to like show her the proof. Like, eh. And then 23andMe came and that changed my life because my first cousin, Robin, messaged me and was like, "You're my first cousin. I don't know you. Whose child could you be?" And then once we like figured it out, uh she got me in contact with my Aunt Bobby. And me and my Aunt Bobby went through an emotional roller coaster for months, and then finally got to talk to my dad, who then I sent a paternity test to, and then that just solidified it. And then a couple of months after that, I found out about my mom, my birth mother. Not because my dad told me, because he was 21 years old when I was born. He was a player. I probably am in a result of a rape. Consensual, but still statutory. So yeah, I have a colorful story. But I did those sites because there was no other option that was affordable for me. Even though my adoptive mom was willing to pay for a private investigator, there's no way they would have been able to get in access to things that files and things of that nature by themselves. Just zero way. And my birth mother is not alive. So that would have been a big waste of money. So I did those two tests not because I feared that the government has my DNA. I have everybody. Who cares? Why do you care? Why do you feed that energy into shit? Stop doing it. Don't feed. I'm protected. They would have, I would have been abducted and taken and been in a tunnel by now with all the abilities that I have if I wasn't protected. I am protected from spirit. There's a reason for everything happening. And when we judge what others do, everybody was bashing 23andMe and Ancestry. Yeah, there is nefarious things behind everything, but there's also really good stories that come out of it. I'm one of those good stories. And if it wasn't for that site and those sites, both of them, I found my sister on Ancestry, my half sister. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't do those things. And I know that was the biggest truth I've ever wanted to know. Since I was a little girl, I wanted to know about my family. I wanted to know my origins. I always had that inkling of wanting to know. And I always made up stories in my head, like I'm going on the Richard Bay show, and that was the guy at back in the day. And I'm gonna have some wild, crazy fight. I, I if anybody remembers Richard Bay, I mean Maury, yes, but it's a personal choice. And at the time that I did it, I wasn't into the politics, and I didn't care. I would have still done it regardless of what other people's opinions are, because no one was going to find me what my truth is. And my truth is not a fun one. And I knew it wasn't going to be fun finding it out. I just didn't know my mom took her life. My mom transcended herself. But that also made a lot of sense for me, finding that out and then finding out why I had those feelings as a kid. I'm an empath. I'm entangled to my mother. I'm entangled to her energy, regardless of how far and what the distance is. I'm entangled to her, even in spirit. There was one day, besides doing Timothy Leary, that I woke up and did not want to drink. I used to be a heavy drinker. If I drink now, it's here and there. And I can control myself now. I have very good self-control. This is my only, like literally caffeine, and this is my only real negative vices, if I want to even put it in the negative context. Um, that that's it, and I'm okay with the flaws. But looking back, I had a switch go off in my brain, and I woke up one day and was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I had no urge to drink or to do anything. I mean, I'm really being honest with you guys. I woke up one day and like literally did not, I don't know what day it was. I wish if I were to go back, I don't think I wrote it down. I I stopped having the urge to do anything. And I think that was my birth mother. Seriously, like you're looping in my path. Get the hell out of here. No, you're not doing shit no more, girl. My vice. I mean, I do drink tea, but I have to be in the mood for it. But I'm being serious. I woke up one morning and just everything elapsed out of me. I did not have the urge, the want, the inkling, nothing. I quit cold turkey just about everything. I was smoking the ganjis. I was drinking heavily. 340s and sake bombs, and I could walk a straight line. That's a problem. A broke girl's budget. Um, I used to do a lot of other things too. Not proud of it at all, but I woke up one day and it stopped. Didn't need it. Timothy Leary too helped me see the beautiful things in the world. If I could do that again and now that I'm consciously aware of like the spiritual and the quantum stuff, what? Holy crap, the things I could discover. Uh, but I mean, I wouldn't give any of that back. Those experiences were needed. Being in those states were needed. Being that numb in life and being that close to the cliff 9 times out of 10 every day was needed. I needed to feel those things. I needed to go through those experiences. I needed to do those substances. I'm not proud of it at all. But did I hell gain a lot of damn wisdom from it? You can't help other people if you haven't gone through something similar. And it depends on what populace of people you're here to help. Some of us are on the older ages. You're going to help the stubborn ones who want to change, but they don't know how to change because they're so stubborn and stuck in their ways. You're going to help them. I hope to help the kids who have no voice and be their anchor in frequency. I'm still waiting for their alien person. Scott, you and now who's the alien person that's supposed to come in? Who's the Messiah? I'm curious. Is it L. Elron? I could just look that up. Oh, there's a really funny song back in the day when I was working in the tattoo shop. We would play some really funny shit. Uh, Mormon Jesus is hysterical. They do it to Hammer Time, that song. Mormon Jesus. Dun, 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 dun. Mormon Jesus. Oh, well, I'm glad you don't know. I'm gonna look. Doesn't really say. Clobe, Colobe, Colube, but that's a star. I thought there was a name. What's the name? I want a name. No, I don't really need a name. But Yahweh Elohim. I don't know. It's just a perspective. I just think it's interesting. I mean, they're not off. They didn't. Oh, they do believe Yeshua is coming back. Okay. Um, the reason the Urantia book, the Melchizedek stuff is like looping around back into my purview for spiritual reasons. Like I said, I can't believe how succinct that the topics in the books that I'm reading, it's just chapters. I don't choose the chapters. I just read as a procession of things. And all of them are in the Melchizedek stuff right now. So it's like definitely cycling back. I don't know why. I need to figure that one out for myself. But I think it's very interesting to say the least. I mean, the Pope thing kind of died out. Yeah, we have a Pope from America. Lucifer. Any quanny not. I can't sing Latin, but my gosh. If you go on YouTube and find Pope Francis 2014 Easter Mass and Satan, type in those like things, that video pops up, and I don't believe the Lucifer definition they give because it's biblical, but there's some plausibility to it. And not to say that Lucifer, the son of the morning, is not Satan. That's where they got it wrong. Watching the chosen one videos, the dark ones, I got channeled from Hillel. Hello, why do you think I channeled through you, girlfriend? Because you are the adversary here in flesh. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking about up there? What? Huh? You are integrating your shadow. You are the light, honey, but you're coming from the dark perspective, not the light. What is Yeshua and what is Lucifer? Oh, Ashmaya, totally. I saw that right off the bat. Um, but it makes sense. It didn't hit me until, like, again, there's the epiphany moments, right? You get them. I got mine a couple of days ago. When I kept saying, and I kept saying for a long time, I'm a test from source, I'm a test, I'm a test. What the hell does that mean? I'm the adversary. I'm testing people all the time, unbeknownst to them. The test. I'm an adversary. I play both roles. Ding, 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 ding. That made sense. That correlation made so much sense. Why I didn't fear channeling him. And he's androgynous, but he comes in the form that I need to read his masculine energy. He I've channeled him for a long time. I just didn't know who it was. That's one of the only ones I will tell you that comes through me. The other ones that come through me are non-named. You don't need names. They don't label themselves. They're in energy and frequency. There is no names. That's why I will never get my soul name to this human form, because there is no such thing. It's a frequency key. It's a sound vibration that my ears and my tongue and my mouth can never project. And I would say that goes for all of you. Yes, he channeled them the other day. If I go back, hang on. This might take me a bit, but I will try to find it. Okay, this YouTube. I don't know. My YouTube's been freezing. When I have stuff in the other tabs. Oh, I would love that, Mr. Wolfman experience. That'd be fantastical. Oh God, what these things that have, okay, I need my play. No, do I do playlist? Maybe. All right. I have read, okay, I did read Melchizedek. I have 3 videos. It's a book. This is how long ago? Okay, no. It is 3 years ago. I read Melchizedek or the Secret Doctrine of the Bible. I've read this book on my channel. So that I have read, and I honestly could tell you right now, that's only it's a small book. And Manly P. Hall has a book, but I can't read it. I have to like give you the connotated notes because of copyrights. And Ashiana Dean talks about Melchizedek a lot in some of her work. I truly believe that I was a part of that scene. When I put a picture out of myself a very long time ago, I was in my late 20s. Late 20s. And a person I worked with at the time posted about my birthmark on a private page on Facebook. And someone came back to her and she sent me the screenshot of someone saying, "Oh, I see that she has the seal on her forehead and the cross behind her head." What? And at the time, I was not into that deep of spirituality. I was spiritual and I had my, my beliefs and my knowings, but I wasn't where I am now. And I didn't really understand what that seal thing meant. And I don't even believe that it's there. The cross behind my head, that's another. I highly believe that I was around in that time frame as an Essene, and why I correlate a lot of myself with Melchizedek. I honestly think reading through the Arantia book and how other people bring in Melchizedek, that he was trying to see the law of one. Just more on a, if you look at all the cultures around the world, like Owaspy tries to do this, they do it pretty okay. But each culture, like the Norse has Odin and India has Shiva. They're all the same being. It's just different. It shows up different in different perceptions in different cultures. The law of one has been introduced at the same time by different social memory complexes. That's why you see the symbolism, the serpent, the pyramids, the statues and some of the hieroglyphics and all that nonsense. You see them across the world. It's not because one culture demonstrated more than another. It's because of the social memory complex who came in to guide and aid humanity at that time. Atlantis just fell. Chem was just being born. The Norse still had giants. The ice giants are real shit. But there was other giants around the world. The Nagas were real. All this stuff is real. And then we got densified even further and densified even further. And here we are. Blavatsky is onto something with her different notions of the first race not even being a form. Then it started becoming etheric, and then it started to densify further, and then here's Adam and Eve in the etheric realm, not the human realm. And then eventually, here they are. That's why I read Blavatsky. There is some credibility to her work. You don't have to agree with everything, and I can't even tell you I cannot understand the Vedas. The names, I can't project them out, but it makes sense. A lot of it makes sense, and it's not to take away from anybody else's paradigm, because we're all a social memory complex, just individuated still. Quo, not Daniel Scranton, Brian Scott did another reading of Quo. Quo is Ra. Quo is a social memory complex that Ra inhabits. It's just a group of like-minded beings in different densities speaking as one. That's what we're going to get to. That's fifth density. That's fifth density. That's the beginnings of fifth density when we're all merged in unity and each group of like-minded individuals. So every like mind is going to come together and start forming a social memory complex. So if Ashmaya has a recipe for something, I could just tap into the ether and go, what's that recipe? Instantaneous, get it, boom, I make it. That's all that is. You're tuning into your like-minded frequency. So if Ra wants to speak through color record, and whoever is channeling Ra now to this day, people channel Ra, they're a part of the same frequency. That's why not everybody could channel Arcturians. You're not at the frequency of the Arcturian. It's a frequency key that's in you. I'm Arcturian. I'm a part of that whole spectrum of Dolores Cannonland. Dolores is a part of the social memory complex of Ra and Quo. She works with the Council of Nine. Pamela Erling gets her square. She is solid when she channels Dolores. Square, solid. The other stuff I don't align with. I don't. But her and Dolores, very heavily connected. Her and Hillel, very heavily connected. If you go and watch her channel, Lilith and Hillel, the story aligns with what my heart sings. But it's up to you to do the work, and not everybody's going to be a channel. You guys channel anyway, but some of us, for me, I have a speaking contract. That's how I reach people. That's how I get it out. But some of you are just here to be the lighthouses. And to seed information and just be. And that's one of the hardest roles you can do. Just be. And I have to remind myself of that, at some of that. I have to just be. Am I happy about that? because I didn't take into account, and I don't think many of us have in this chat have taken in account of the responsibility it is to be the dark, to go through the darkest traumatic loss, transcension experiences that you could have gone through. The hard pain and suffering that you had to endure in order to become the light being that you are. And we're still merging into those light beings. We're not done here yet. This is just the effing beginning. For humanity's sake, many of us have been awake and aware for decades. I was 3 years old when I had my first experiences that I can remember, but I can recall coming out and I can recall my birth. It's crazy. This is cute. I'm trying to think on a, as I'm talking, I probably won't get it tonight, but we got to do that one. But we got a sign, folks. We have a sign. And this was on clearance before I got it for $1 at $2.47. $2.47. But I want to really oh, and it was $3.99 before that. But I really do want to thank, I'm not leaving just yet, but I really want to thank everybody. Yeah, that might be. I might put it in my window. I'm getting like so I'll share this with you guys. My whole house is just a bunch of windows. And I have to go out on my ladder when it's nice out and clean the outside of I have like two panes. So I have the outside and then I have an inner with a lot of gap in between. I don't have screens in the old window, the frames. Some of my windows were replaced and some were not. Whoever did the house did a shit job. When you're flipping a house, you replace just about everything, then sell it. I want to do something in my windows so that I could pull my curtain back so you can't see into my house, but you could see something. So I'm trying to think about what I can do on my windows to showcase my artwork. Still get the light coming in, but not, you can't see through my windows. So I'm figuring out something nice and homely, but I have to figure out how to get that done. Thank you, Scott. Those are fun. I really need a tampon emoji. Even though Berto does not watch my channel, maybe he does. I don't know. I want to have a tampon emoji. But we got cats in boxes. That's the cutest one that I have right now. And these little fuckers have been eating little Thor's food. So I a little Thor update. He didn't come today. It was wicked out this morning. High winds, thunder and lightning, rain coming in horizontally. Poor cat probably would have been soaked. So I don't blame him for not coming this morning. I left food out. I didn't see it touched. Usually if he's hungry, and I only leave out the dry food, because then I attract bugs when I leave out the wet food all day in the rain. It gets soggy and it gets everywhere. Usually I could see where he's been in. He hasn't come today. I'm hoping he shows his little cute face tomorrow. Facebook also, not Facebook, YouTube on my phone doesn't like to upload my shorts all of a sudden. I had two Freya videos today. One she was just being super cute, and the other one she was being super vocal. So I took the vocal one. I love my raccoons. The ones at Jason's house are freaking hysterical. I love his raccoons. The ones that come over here, and they're nasty. Once in a while, I'll get one that jumps up. Like they like to poop on my like back roof. So down here, I have a door that goes up to this. I have a door with two cement steps, and then it goes up onto the deck. That's right there. That's where the hot tub used to be, and then I have like sitting a table and some chairs. And then you go up the stairs, and that's my top deck. Right as you walk out of my door, it is roofed off and enclosed so that there's no rain. And they love to go up there and poop. They also like to look in my window and cause Freya to go bananas. But they're stupid cute. And I saw baby possums a few weeks ago, but I couldn't get them on film. They left as soon as I got my phone out. Stupid cute. I love possums. They are welcomed in my backyard. They eat all the ticks. I can have a bit they can have fun in my backyard. And Friday, no, Saturday, 5 hours to get my yard looking normal again. And I did it the week before, and it took 3 hours just to mow the lawn. Hours. The only good news is my elderberry tree is like blossoming. The raspberry bush is like I gotta trim that shit really quick. And I cleaned out some of the beds. I still have more to do. And I'm gonna start planting, but I can't plant when it's 40 degrees. Mm-hmm. Frustrating. I mean, I can't imagine why Jason has so many raccoons that come to him. Uh, so out right outside his little subdivision is a cornfield. It's a small one. It's not that big, but it's still corn, I think. I could be wrong. Anybody else feel a drop? I'm gonna check the Schumann in a minute. I'm starting to get in a lot of pain. Sorry, guys. Messaging people. Because why not? All right, let's check Schumann. All right, let's check bariatric pressure. Apparently, I know what that means. Yeah, we had a nice drop. Yeah, that's why I'm in pain. I gotta have to figure out where the pain comes from. Horrible. So I'm a better. I mean, like the last couple of weeks, like I'm asking for clarity. I'm doing these guided meditations, sleep meditations with Brian Scott, and listening to his activations. And honestly, I'm getting like, you're the dark, you're here for the reason of waking up the people in the sleepy land darkness, and you're the light that's supposed to bring them in, but you're still the one that integrate the shadow. So a lot of that is hitting me, uploads and download wise. But like the clarity that I need for like, okay, like I'm supposed to have a new life and change. Everything's supposed to change, and I'm showing up for the change, but where is it? What does it look like? I don't know. But my bills, my 3D bills need to be paid, oh well, Allison, don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Well, if I don't think about it and then the bills are due and I don't have the money to pay for it, then what happens? Like reality hits. Right? If I don't think like I'm not sitting here and crying about it in terms of like physically falling to the floor and going, I'm done. I did that a few weeks ago. Now I'm just like, okay, whatever. But I'm showing up for myself. I'm putting the energy out there. I'm moving and putting my applications out there again like crazy. And nothing's biting. So what do I do? That's the stalemate I'm in. Scientists teleport light. That doesn't make sense. For the first time, a step toward intergalactic communication. Intergalactic planetary. Sorry. It's sabotage. Intergalactic. Oh, today's a palindrome day. Happy palindrome day. 5202025 is a palindrome. Manifesting palindrome portal. You are the portal. Today's palindrome date carries divine mirrored energy, a symbol of destined alignment, harmony, and perfect balance. The universe is guiding you toward a powerful turnaround where everything begins to fall in place in ways you never expected. Well, when is it going to happen for me? Because I'm showing up. Stay open, stay grounded, which I have been. This is a day to expect a miracle. I don't know. I woke up and spilled coffee on my white shirt. I got M to donate, send me a shirt that I wore that was really pretty. That got watercolors on it. Where's the miracle? I'm alive. I made a cute blessings. Heightened awareness and intuition, healthy reciprocated connections. That's all of you. So thank you for showing up. Unexpected positive news or blessings. Anybody out there got some positive news to share? I'd love to hear it. This is supposed to be today, so let's go, guys. This is not just about Allison, this is about all of you. Emotional healing and energetic shift. Divine messages, guidance, and protection, always. Release attachments. Be patient. Trust the universe. I do. I'm here. I trust. Are you letting me down, universe? And so many of you at home. Mm. Sorry, don't like yod egg. Huntsville out of that was 1 hour ago. I hope everybody's okay if you're in Huntsville, Alabama. What I would really like to do, okay, that's positive. Go, Scott, go. Woo! The things that I got in my head about the AI is like I have to take like a week off of work. If I don't find another job, this is like the plan. I have to teach myself some AI stuff, but I also have to like implement what I do physically in drawing and like implement it in AI to clean it up and then like sell some books. That's one route that my brain keeps doing that. But that's like passive. Once again, it's like YouTube, it's passive income, right? Like it's not that much money. Maybe. I'm not trying to like limit the money, but I'm just being realistic. That's one route. The other is doing crafts camp, but that's really hard to get off the ground because most parents want their kids to go to a camp, not, and I don't have the licensing and the paperwork and all that fun crap to have my house be open towards that. Because let me tell you something, even though I have homeowners insurance, like if something happens to somebody here, I could be sued and everything could be taken away from you. So you do need some sort of insurance. I just don't have the backing and the funding for that crap. So I have to be like really cognizant on like what I want to do. I mean, and the paint and sips that I do, barely anybody watches anyway, like you guys do. But I don't think anybody's really painting and sipping with me. I don't know. Like I'm building my name for that. Like that's the thing. Like I have to build up, like it took me 3 years to build this channel up. And this year was the first time I was able to get monetized. And now like this is just in its infancy. I have to build this up. So I have like that's the patience I need to have to building these things up. But like even the oracle cards that I used to do all the time, like I wasn't getting that far. And I did a lot of those readings, and not too many people watch them. So I kind of integrated the oracle cards with doing my lives and my spiritual soul advices. So at least I'm still doing the cards just differently. I don't know, you got to try things and see if they stick. So like I've shifted a lot. It's just what's not working and what is working. You see, what would be awesome if I could go do a lighthouse trip in Michigan. I wouldn't want to go there though right now, and do landscapes live. That'd be cool. Um, Sorry, seeing my fat rolls coming out of my tummy. I'm going to show you guys a picture. I'm not going to tell you where this came from. But if you want to know what comes in like donated food, is any of that healthy? And the can is dented in. That's a winter chicken dinner for botulism. So, going to the food banks, that's what you're getting. Just saying. I also updated my website, so if there's anybody out there that is tickled fancy about seeing some of the new, you guys see my stuff, but I did not get this up there yet. I have to. This will go. I don't know if I want to put this up. I need more of this caliber here, height wise. Um, my dad sent me these. But I would love to have more. I have the long ones. My dad gave me a lot of those. Um, Hi, Whiskey. What's up? I'm just showing everybody my patriotic. I really like this. I'm gonna try to make more of these. I think this is phenomenal. This is cool. And I got some garland. It's on the other side of the room. I was gonna show you. That I filled inside with some American flags. Although that one's upside down. Oops. But this is one that Bob gave me the button, and there's a flag in there folded up. Um, Fun fact, I have to sand the bottom of this. And I have to put more resin on top of this. I tried cleaning it up and I made it worse. Made it worse. Um, Keeps freezing on me. Ugh. I'm gonna share my screen in a second because I want to. We're not watching because I don't want to get a strike, but I will show you one that I might be listening to later. So this is the channel Wisdom of the Universe, Dark Chosen Ones. And again, I don't like the chosen one thing. I don't like that label at all because I think no one's chosen. We all have been chosen, but there are people like myself, Al Sunray, even Scott Pace, that are in the chat that really resonate with these videos. And it's more the messages and what makes sense. Like it makes things make sense. And the person that seems to be doing this is also going through his own revolution of expansion, and he's making it make sense. So this is like there's some good visuals and stuff. It's just, you know, it's a really good one. I would highly recommend subscribing to that channel and listening in. I think there's not all the videos I align with, but a lot of them that I do, and some information, and some others is like, oh boy, that makes sense. So I wanted to show you guys that channel. This is another one that I watch, not all the time, but if something grabs my frequency, like if I feel I need to watch something, that's what Spirit does. Spirit jumps in and gives me a lot of these videos because I need to hear them. Some other than they're like a test. They're like, oh, are you gonna click me or you're not? Vibration of the Universe is also a really good one. Um, I mean, but God gave everybody a rare power, a rare ability, unique to you. Don't mistake these titles. They're just to grab you in the algorithm, but some of them have really good stuff inside of them. All right. So here I'm going to be a testament to this. Let's see if this happens. This is the love, and so my changes are in love, in my relationships in terms of romantic and career. This one talks about love. Aries, morning sex and reconciliation. I don't see it happening, but we'll see if he's right. We'll see. Wise Rise is another one that is a good one. I don't really watch Morg anymore because that man changes his direction every 6 months, which is fine. But like he's adamant in his information and then he changes, so I don't know. All right, here's from another Secret Shaman Oracles. I love her and I align with a lot of her messages. A life lesson solidified into a new formula playing out to your advantage abundantly. I'm waiting. Um, I'm only mentioning this, guys, for a record for myself. So if shit does happen, I will report back to you. I would do this for yourself. This is another really good channel, Inner Wisdom Souls. Once again, I don't like the title, but there's some good information in some of these that might help you. If they're helping me, they might help you. Open mind. Brian Scott, as always, I'm going to listen to this later, maybe in the morning. The Creator Code, Unlocking the Blueprint of Reality. He's in what I know when I'm doing my stuff right, like Brian and a few other people going in that direction. Like the messages that need to be brought out into the reality of humanity is being spoken by similar things and similar patterns. And he's jumping into the quantum timeline shift stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's where I'm at. Where are you guys? Okay, I see more of the movie playing out in these other political stuff. The movie's playing. I'm just saying if there's any other videos uh that might help you guys. Aries, reclaim your power. Life is about to get a whole lot better. I'm waiting. I mean, I'm walking into it. I'm creating some good artwork. That's phenomenal for me. Like I guess being in the dark, my creativity gets extreme. Uh, I'm interested in this Bashar soul. Bashar, what Jesus and Buddha knew that you don't? I'm sure a lot. Anywho, anywho. I forgot to end the poll. I forgot. Well, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Um, I'm going to leave it here. Yeah. So I did get a sign in. I got a craft in today. Blessed with some buttons and some paint. I hope to inspire and help you create whatever you got laying around. If you are a Joann's fan, go to Joann's. They're all going out of business and their stuff is like next to nothing. And probably I might be asking Jason to help me on a dumpster dive uh in the near future. So that I can get more stuff for free. Dumpster diving. Um, I gotta figure out if I can't pour obviously when it's raining because of and my house is cold and my epoxy will not cure properly. So I'm hoping in the next day or two the heat in my house comes up a bit because I shut the heat down and I had to put it back on. So it's still chilly in here. And once I get the house temperature back to normal, like 70, I will pour. If I can get more of these skulls out in hearts, I will be raffling one of those off. I will put a picture. That raffle will happen on Friday Night Live, May 30th. So if you're interested and not a channel member and you want more raffles or you want to enter the raffle, the information will be there. No different from the other raffles. It's $5. It's cheap. Because I'm not selling this one or giving this away. But I'm sure with all the shells in there, this is heavy. This is going to cost a lot to ship. Um, yes. But I want to see what else I can get pumped out between now and then, and that's 10 days. I can get a lot done in 10 days. Um, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. If you're here or you're watching and you're not in the chat, come join our community. Everybody's amazing and super nice and not judgmental. So you can come in and be straight, be nice. Um, Things. Always something. Please make sure you're grounding. The frequency stuff has helped me. If you're in the same situation that I'm in, go to Brian Scott's channel, The Reality Revolution on YouTube. He does really great sleep meditations. So you're falling to sleep in meditation. He's guiding you through it. And then he has affirmations. Like sometimes I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning with Freya, and she wakes me up at 4. She wants food. And I wake up and make sure that it's not sequencing things that I shouldn't have in my brain, but it's good. So go check that out. So if you're really in it like I am, and I don't know if anybody's ever been in a midlife crisis. I think I'm going through mine. I'm at the midlife stage and still haven't had anything solidified in life. So I'm showing you guys the messy, dark process of all of this. It does serve a purpose, I promise. Um, but yeah, I will be live on Friday, unless another tornado or something kind of hits over here and I don't have power. I will be back on Friday. I will try to get some more work done to give you guys a raffle to get excited about. And I will be hopefully doing more. If you're on TikTok, I'm there. Just thinking about anything else that I need to think about to tell you guys. Um, if you're feeling the Melchizedek stuff, Dolores Cannon has a book about the Essenes. There's a lot of other, I have the Essenes stuff in a tab 3 years ago. I found it. It's only 3 videos. Good listen. I have to refresh myself. It's been 3 years. But if you're in the Melchizedek thing because it's syncing and looping with the Arantia book, Daniel Scranton, and some other things, go check it out. I know it's looping for me. Sending each and every one of you love, like a passion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please, please go within. Be the physical shoulder for somebody. Be the lighthouse. Be the lighthouse. Be the lighthouse. Your truths. Sprinkly your truths. Don't be a monkey butt. Always chicken to refocus. Light the path forward because you're not going that way. You're going this way. Light the path forward and make sure that you are doing what you can to keep sane in these crazy times. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for everything that you do and in helping me and showing your love and your support. I really appreciate all of you. And I hope to all see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.